Yo guys, what's going on? It's Lewis here with Crypto Elite. Today's date is Saturday, December 4th. It is approximately 5 o'clock in the morning, and we just had a huge dump. As you could see, all of these coins are in the red by double digits. There is not a single digit in the red coin for quite ways down here. Just starting to get some of them down here. But yeah, most of them are double digits in the red. What does this mean? Well, this means there's a buying opportunity and you all should be taking advantage of it. Not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. It's all just my personal opinion and what I am personally doing. But yeah, I finally deployed a lot of the fiat that I was holding on to, a lot of the cash that I was just waiting to put into the markets. I put a lot of it in, and so we're going to go over all of the trades that I am currently in, everything that I bought, and what I'm planning on doing. So let's get into it. If I bring this over to right here, we can go into my 3 commas and check out all the trades. Okay, so the first one that I have is Quant Network. This is on KuCoin. It's a very small trade. I'm just going by the ones, I'm going in the order of trades that I have on 3 commas that were hit. So I'll start off. They're going to be in random. They're not going to be like my biggest ones yet, but I'll tell you which ones are my biggest ones when we get there. This one is just one that I just put on right here. I put the trade on. I bought just a very small amount right here. If it comes down here, I have another buy order and I have another buy order right here. So I have 3 separate buy orders for XCAD on KuCoin, and if it comes back down to these 2, then they will get filled and lower my average buy-in price. So my average buy-in price will be somewhere, probably like 54%. So probably somewhere around here if all 3 of them get hit. So that's trade number 1. And this is actually going to be a longer term trade, and my take profit, it will be just underneath this area right here. So I'll put my take profit at 9.5, and I'll say this profit, and I'll have it be at 9.5. So that is trade number 1. All right, next up we have Engine Coin. For Engine Coin, I bought the 61.8 at 2.589. So I bought a quite not a substantial amount, but definitely way more than XCAD. This is a coin that I am very bullish on for the long term. I have very high hopes for it. This can be a long-term hold for me. So even if this drops substantially, I'm totally fine with it, because I have very high conviction in Engine Coin. I've had high conviction in Engine Coin since 2018 or 2019 or a long time. I forget when. I forget exactly when. Maybe it wasn't that long ago, but it was definitely in 2020, 2019. It was one of the first major coins that I bought that I stuck with, because I was considering, or I was thinking of the gaming sector and crypto gaming, and Engine Coin was one of the biggest ones that I saw. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to buy a bunch of Engine Coin. I did that. And obviously it worked out really well. I think I bought it all the way somewhere in 2019, and I ended up selling it, I think, like here, which is like whatever, that's fine. And then I rebought back some and did stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, at this point, I bought some right here. And then if it happens to come down here, I have another buy order to double up my position or double down, whatever you want to say, right here at 2.11. And then I'm going to take 90% of my profit up here at 4.43 and try to buy. Hopefully it'll come up here, tag it, and then drop back down, and then I'll be able to buy more. So that's the game plan for Engine. Okay, next up we have Ethereum, which is hands down the biggest trade I'm in right now, the biggest bag that I bought. This was the 61.8 right here. So amazing. Just like, you can't get better than that, That's why you should always have bids in at the 61.8. It's preemptively always put your bids in at the golden ratio in 3 commas or in whatever trading software you use. Super important because it wicked all the way back up. So I had that, and then I have a new trade where I bought right here, I believe. Yeah, so I'll just say bought here or entry, I always say entry. So boom. And then I have a little bit more capital left. So if it comes down, if it happens to come back down to 3,700, then I'm going to, buy more. So I'll just say entry 2, at around 3,700. And so I'm super, super heavy into Ethereum. Hands down, Ethereum is my Bitcoin's my largest holding overall, but Ethereum is my biggest. Actually, I think Ethereum is actually my biggest holding. Yeah, Ethereum is definitely my biggest holding. So scratch that. But yeah, ETH's my biggest holding. So I bought it here. If it comes down here, I'll buy even more. But I'm in very substantially. This was my biggest one, and I will put I don't really want to sell, to be honest. But I guess if it comes back up, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to sell. So, I think I'll just keep all of this Ethereum. Like, I think this was a good buy area for Ethereum. And if it pops back up, maybe I'll start selling like off a little bit. I'll sell a little bit off. What you could do is you could take the Fibonacci, just how you could take the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, get in at the 61.8. You could take the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, which is like right around here. And you could say, okay, 61.8 is around 4,300. So, put a sell order in for right over there. So I'll just sell maybe like 20%, sell 20% here. And that will be my trade for Ethereum, is sell my 20% at 4,288, and then I'm gonna have to determine what I'm gonna do after that. But that's definitely gonna be what I'm gonna do. And on top of that, if it happens to come back up to 4,759, I will sell another 10% just to get a little bit. Get some cash, and buy dips or look for other opportunities in different cryptocurrencies. So yeah, that was my Ethereum play. Next up is BAT. I am in BAT. I longed it. This was my trade setup from November 30th. The price dumped way, way, way far beneath it. In fact, it dumped so far beneath it that I'm going to change my take profit from up here, and I think I might just cut this one at break even. I'm considering cutting this at break even. Actually, after thinking about it a little bit more, I'm going to have my take profit right here, because my original trade was to front run the 61.8 and then get out at the 38.2. But now, because it dropped all the way down to the 78.6, I want to get out the 50, because usually it goes down to 1 and then bounces twice, 2 times up, and then falls. But this one is 78.6, so 2 from up that is the 50%. So I'll get out a little bit below the 50%. Plus, there's a lot of resistance right here, so I feel comfortable with that. So I'm changing this to this. This is going to be my trade setup. And BAT is also another one that I'm pretty comfortable holding for a long term. So even if it falls, it's not really that big of a deal. And it's not. I put not a super significant amount of my portfolio in here anyway. So it's not that big a deal. And if it drops all the way down, all the way down here, I could easily just double down and then bring my entry all the way down. Like cut it in half, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal to me. So yeah, this is BAT, and this is what I'm gonna do for BAT. Next up, we have Axie Infinity, or AXS. I was trying to get in on this diagonal support line, and I bought it right here, and so I'm just at break even right now, and I really wanted to take my profit right here, because this was the 61.8 of this move down. As you can see, it tapped the 61.8 and then crashed again. I was hoping it would come back up and then fall back down, and once it did that, I would use this trade. I would get in on this trade which would be the rebuying basically of this support / resistance, right? So I was hoping it would pop up here, come back down, retest this, and then zoom back up to this all-time high. I'm gonna just keep this one exactly how it is, yeah, because it did crash, but it bounced all the way back up. And this is against Bitcoin. This is not against USDT, so that's a little bit of a difference that I have in this trade, but you know, it is what it is. Next up, we have Avax. Avax, I had this trade in the VIP from November 30th. Same with almost all of them. And I said Avax was at $121. If it comes down to $88 or $91, then I definitely want to buy it. Press the play button. Boom, popped all the way down, hit it. Now we're in profit just a little bit. And this trade is still the trade that I'm taking. It's long diagonal support. Tapped it. I didn't know exactly where it was gonna happen. So I could have just said, okay, buy when it hits this line, which would have been amazing if I set up a bot for that. But instead, I just played it safer with the 61.8. Got in at $88 or $91. And yeah, I'm gonna hold this one. Avax has been doing so strong, exceptionally strong, even against Bitcoin. So even against Ethereum, against everything, it's been doing really strong. So I'm gonna hold this one and sell it up here at my take profit of 108. Yeah. Next up, we got Atom. Atom has been one that I've been waiting on for such a long time. I put this on November 30th, another one in the VIP, said get in at $22, press the play button. Look at that. It went up yesterday, crashed today all the way down to exactly the freaking buy-in price. It's up 16%, doing amazing. Absolutely love this one. Absolutely am really stoked about this trade. I'm pretty confident that my take profit will be hit for 30 to 33%. And yeah, I'm just gonna hold this one out. We'll see what happens. Next up, we got Anchor Protocol. It was up at 15 cents. I said if it goes down to 0.1277, I'm gonna buy some, and then if it comes back down to 8 cents or 0.083, I'm gonna buy some more. It hit here, crashed, and it just missed the support, the second support, or my second entry. So I'm a little TO'd about that. I wish that it wicked down here, because now it's in no man's land. I don't really know exactly what to do in this situation. Luckily, like, this was just a small play for me. So because I had here, and then I had a double down area down here. So it was really just for now, I'm gonna just hold on to this and then wait and see if I could get my second order filled down at this new support level right here, or this old support level. And if that happens, then that'll be great, because it'll, take my entry from here all the way down to here, and then I'll be able to get out. And that is Anchor. Once again, it's not an incredible amount of money in this one. It's not like Ethereum or any of my big ones, Quant Network, and a few other ones that we'll go over, but it is something that I saw. I thought, oh, okay, look, support. It turned into resistance, and then had this chop over here. So I thought once it comes all the way back down to the support, 61.8, from the bottom to the top, should be pretty good, but that didn't work out. So this one I am down on, but like I said, it was not a lot of money that was thrown in here, so I'm totally fine with that. And I'm just gonna stick this one out, because I think that eventually it can pop back up again. I mean, all the way back in March, it reached its all-time highs again from where it was in March. So hopefully it could do that. It could do that one more time. Although thinking about it's totally possible that this was just a way for the whales and the big players and insiders who missed out on selling all back here to get out, and to actually leave. And so this could have been the top. We have absolutely no idea, but you win some, you lose some in crypto. And this is one of the ones that I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold, I'm going to buy it here, I'm going to buy here, I'm going to hold. I'm not going to put in a crazy amount, but I'm going to have enough to, if something happens, I'll make a little bit. And then I'll have to determine, what's going to happen if it drops even more. But usually what I like to do is I like to just wait until things pop up and then take my profits. I don't like to really I don't really like to sell at a loss, because I get in when it's already down so much. I get in when it's down so much that 95% of the time it pops back up, and it's not like I go all in on my trades or anything like that. So I could afford to lose if it never pops back up. But like I said, almost all the time it pops back up. And that's obviously not the technically the best way to trade, or the quote unquote right way to trade. And this is just one strategy. This is not like what I do for every single trade. A lot of times I have my stop loss, my take profit, my entry, all planned out. I have my exact amount that I put into the trade based off of the calculations that are used, which are based off of where the stop loss is. And that's if you're trading, and if you're trading that's what you have to do. But there's a difference between trading and then investing, and then doing a trading investing hybrid mix, which is where you buy low and you just buy and hold and then sell, once it pops up. And people may, I'm sure there's a lot of traders that would just totally hate on an idea of buying low without a stop loss, doubling down, and then selling when it pops. But I could guarantee you that everyone who has done that, or not everyone, but like the vast majority of people who have made the vast majority of money in crypto have done exactly that type of trading or investing. So yeah, this is just pretty obvious. It should be pretty obvious that you don't need to have a stop loss and a specific amount, you don't need to have a stop loss on every single quote unquote trade if you're doing a trade / investment hybrid and you're confident in the project and you don't overextend yourself and you're okay with losing the amount of money that you put in, basically. And you also have to have conviction that, like, look, it's either going to pop off because like the market pops off and it's crypto and it's going to last, or all crypto is going to go down and you're going to lose everything, and there's no point in even being in this Ponzi scheme to begin with, But I'm pretty damn convinced that Web 3.0 and cryptocurrencies are the future, and we're just going to continue to see higher prices. Bitcoin will be $1 million in USD value eventually. Ethereum will be over $20,000 USD value eventually. So I'm totally okay buying low and then buying even lower if it drops, and then just holding. So just wanted to put that out there. Next up, we got Algo. So Algo, this is against Bitcoin. I saw it was in this consolidation range, so I wanted to get in somewhere close to this support level, and luckily got in, pressed the play button, boom, wicked down, got in, pumped back up, and I took 50% of my profits right here. This is on the Binance chart on Coinbase. It did wick all the way back up here, as you can see from right there. That's where the wick was. I think it was 3394. Let's see, what's the top of this? The top of this is 3413, and this is 3413. Yeah, and this is 3393. So I was able to take 50% of my profits off of this position right here, which is awesome. So I made a solid 13%, and I'm going to wait, and hopefully that was the bottom, and we'll keep on going up from here. Actually, I took 90%. I have to say this. Took 90% of profit here. I don't know if I should have done that, or if I should have only taken 50, but whatever. I took 90%, and I'm going to take the rest, the 10%. I have another order up here for the rest, for the other 10%. And I guess I will buy back in. Yeah, I'm going to say buy back in here or set orders. And that's going to be my thing. So if it drops all the way back down here again, I'm going to buy back in, and then I'll take another 90% right here, and I'm just going to play this range until it doesn't work, or until it pops up, and then I'll take my profits here. So And the reason I'll probably do that is if I take the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, it's just under the 61.8. It's a little bit underneath of it. I could probably bring my take profit up to here, but it's on the 61.8, and there's also a lot of resistance right here. So I just want to front run all of that. I want to get out before it even gets close to over here, because I've been noticing sometimes I will not get out. I'll try to get the exact top or the exact bottom, doesn't work, and then I'll front run it just a little bit like over here, and it still doesn't work. So now I front run my front runs, and this is how I do it. And actually, so the one that I just went over was against Bitcoin, right? Algo against Bitcoin. I did also put on a trade algo against USDT, very similar. You can see it was in this range, so I wanted to buy at the support of that range. This one actually I bought, and it broke down, below my stop loss, and my stop loss timeout went off, popped back up, and I ended up selling it right around here. So when it comes to algo against USDT, I am actually not in algo against USDT, but I am in algo against Bitcoin. So that's just a little differentiating factor there, because this was if my trade setup is here. Yeah, so this was my trade setup from a while ago. Wanted to get in here, but didn't work out. So now I am out of my algo trade when it comes to USDT, because it fell below this support level and it stayed there. If it pumped all the way back up, it would have been a different story, but not too comfortable with algo. Moving on, we are coming up to Quant Network. If you have been watching me or following me, you know that I love Quant, and I basically sold all my Quant somewhere up in this region, and I bought it back. I bought all of it back at $212 down here, and then I said that my new buy-in price is going to be at 147. And that's my long-term buy and hold. However, I did put on a trade for Quant at 191, because I figured this was the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. 191, sell up here, but it crashed all the way down to 140. Actually, I'm pretty sure it crashed all the way down to 100 on KuCoin, and it has now popped back up. This right here is Coinbase. So when I press the play button, you could see it came back down. It came down here and it popped back up. So this one I got stopped out on because it's been over 4 hours. And if I go over to the Quant Network, Quant USDT, and I'll go to KuCoin. KuCoin, thank God, is where I actually put my trade on. So I am up substantially on this trade because I put a lot of money into this. This is my long-term buy and hold price for Quant was 147. So lucked out on that, or I guess it's not luck. It's like, I had it there. I preset it there. That's what I said I was going to do, and I did it. So I'm holding on to Quant, and I will sell everything that I bought. Not everything. I'll sell 90% of what I bought at this level. I will sell it right here. So let me just put all this stuff in. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the update on the Quant, on what I'm planning on doing with Quant. When it comes back up to 244, I'm going to sell 50%. I'm not going to sell 90%. I'm going to sell 50% up here. And then I'll sell another 10% up here just because this is such a major resistance as well. And then I will sell 90% if it ever reaches when it eventually reaches the all-time highs again, with the intention of buying back lower. And that's going to be my, basically what I'm doing for Quant. I almost feel as if, thinking about it, I almost feel as if the 50% of what I bought at 147, selling it 50% here is too much. It's too much just because I want to hold on to as much Quant as possible. So I'm going to say 35. Say 30% here. I'm going to say 30%, and that's going to be, I'm going to do that. So 30% here, 10% here, and 90% here, and that's going to be my game plan for Quant. Okay, next up, we got Theta. Theta is a token that I'm really, really bullish on for the long term. I think it has incredible fundamentals, so I don't mind holding this one for quite a long time. It was all the way at $6.06. And I mentioned back in November, early November, or November 24th, that if it comes down to $4.64, I'm going to be buying a bag. This was in the VIP. Press the play button. Boom. Snagged it up at $6.46. And it's now at, $4.64. It's now at $4.70. If we click here, you could see that. So it's right above the buy zone. It's basically at the support right now. And honestly, I'm just going to hold this. Just going to hold this one for quite a while. And then I'll sell it. I'll sell 80% here, and I'll keep the rest as a moon bag because Theta has just so much potential. I don't want to miss it. So that's what I'm going to do for Theta. Although I may want to sell some here. May sell some here to rebuy because this is such a big resistance, So I'll copy. Actually, I'm just going to do this right here. Paste this, sell some on the diag to rebuy. Yeah, so this is basically the game plan for Theta. All right, next up we got Sol or Phantasma. This one hasn't actually hit yet. This is the one that I'm going to put on because I already sold it. I already bought and sold this one, but I'm going to buy again if it comes down here because you could see this is a pretty decent diagonal support. It already came down here. It has a lot of support here. Plus there's the moving averages. So lots of reasons to get it right here. And I'm just going to buy it. If it falls down below here, then, I guess I'll get out, because I don't want to be in it if it falls below this pretty significant diag support. But I'll sell it here. I'll sell it here. I'll sell most of it here, 80% here, and then 10% here, and then leave the rest for the moon bag. But this is one more play that I got going on. All right, here's one. This is KDA. And so I bought a lot of KDA right here at $14.30. And as you can see, the price tanked below there. Not good. And so this is one of those things where I would want to actually sell it. And I'd probably sell it, somewhere around $15 to $16 because underneath this big major support that broke down. But I'm gonna sell mine for around $14, 14.5. Try to break even on this one. I do like KDA in the long term. I've made a lot of money with KDA. But this is a particular trade that I had. I believe it was right here. Yeah, you can see this was it. I put this on way back November 24th, and so I just bought it. And obviously it didn't work out. So now hopefully it will pop back up and I will just have some sell orders around $14.50. Because this was a pretty major support that just broke down. I don't really like that. So hopefully it'll pop back up and I'll get out on the retest. And actually because I bought it below this major support line, like this obviously was the major support, right? $15.53. I bought it down here. So, because I was thinking there was going to be a spike down and then retest up, like it was going to do the typical thing where it goes like this: support, spike down, spike back up, and then zoom up, right? But obviously, that's not what's happening. So I was going to sell it. I was going to sell what I bought here a little bit below, but I could sell it. I could sell it a little bit higher if I wanted to. I could easily, so I'm going to sell it here at $14.39. Okay. So next up we have one that I am actually a little bit down on, and this is a gaming platform token called Wax or WaxP. And what I did was I bought it right over here at the bottom of this wick. Either it was at the bottom of this wick or this wick happened, it popped back up, and then I wanted to buy it, once it reached here again, which is what I did. And obviously it has fallen substantially and jumped back up and then fell back down a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to de-risk about 50% of my position right here for just a 4%, 3 to 4% loss. and I'm going to keep the rest as more of a semi longer term hodl, and I will sell some of it at the recent all-time highs. So I'll say, take 30% profit right here, and then I'll just keep the rest up until right here. This is actually really good because this is the Fibonacci of both the move up and the move down. So I'll take 20% more profit here and leave the rest for a moon bag. And that's pretty much what I'll do. So I'll take 50%, 30% of what I have left, 20% of what I have left after that. And that should be good in terms of a trade setup. So that is Wax. And yeah, guys, so I actually just paused the video and then I went and I looked at all of the different trades that I'm in. And this is pretty much it. This entire video covered all of the trades I got in over the last couple days. And I also have an investment portfolio with a lot of longer term investments that is not included in this video, but I will make another video with all of my, well, actually, no, I didn't make a video with all of my long-term investments. You could go watch that. That one is this video right here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm in my actual YouTube account right now, and you could see right here my entire portfolio revealed. This video has all of my long-term investments and my game plan with them. So I have 2 accounts. I have a trading account and I have a long-term investment portfolio account. That's what this one is. And of course, the video that you're watching right now is my trading account. Check this out. Look at this. Crypto crashing, time to hedge. I guess I have updated you guys weeks ago that it's time to hedge. So regardless, my trading account right now is doing really, really well. As I just posted right here, actually, is that, my trading account's doing really well, but my investment account is actually doing really poorly. Of course, some examples in my investment account, I bought Boson protocol all the way back here, and I was planning on actually taking a lot of profits right here, but now we've had this huge dump. So in my investment portfolio, I'm actually down quite substantially, or at least to break even. And like a lot of these coins have dropped 60 to 70% from their top, and I got in at really good prices. So I'm just throwing that out there, letting you guys know it's not all rainbows and sunshine over here. It's just like for my trading account, I'm doing very well, and I'm profitable. But for my investment account, I'm definitely down substantially in my investment account over the last few weeks. I bought Trias all the way back here, I think, is when I bought Trias. And then I bought one right here on the breakout. And then I bought more over here on the retest. I bought more right here. So I'm actually down slightly on Trias. And same thing with Boson. Same thing with KDA, I'm up. But there's a lot of them that have substantially fallen. However, it's like there's a conundrum with this, or a paradox where, or a double-edged sword, where it's like I want to have 2 accounts. I want to have my long-term investment account where I just buy and hold, and I take my profits, during huge bull runs and at key levels that are extremely high. And then there's my trading account, which is where I use proper risk management, and I buy low, I sell at decent levels and stuff. And during these downturns, my trading account does exceptionally well. But during the upward swings, my trading account, for example, I might sell here in my trading account and miss out on these huge gains in my trading account. However, my investment portfolio will do very well. And that's why I like to have both a trading and an investment portfolio, because my trading account gets me the money and earns me the money that I could use to continually invest into my investment portfolio. And then just buy and hold and wait, simply wait until there's another really big bull market, or until things just like shoot up in price and go really, really high. And then I'll start taking some off the table in my investment account. And that's pretty much my strategy, is that I have an investment account, I have a trading account. My investment account, I just buy and I buy and buy and buy, and I set sell orders for very, very, very high up. And then in my trading account, I will buy and sell at very key levels. and I'll use the profits for that to average down in my investment account, and to also just, live life. And I bought a condo with the money from my trading account, and I just pay my bills. I pay my rent with my trading account. So those are the two different types of accounts I have, and my overall strategy. And that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a very transparent video, just sharing with you what I am doing, where I bought everything, where I'm selling everything. If you want to know what's in my long-term portfolio, once again, you could watch a video down here, my entire portfolio revealed. And other than that, stay tuned for a market update, which should be coming out tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. All this stuff. And I will see you in the next video.